Hi, my name's David Newton. Today's topic is function room hire. Now, we'll be covering a whole range of different issues to do with function room hire because for a lot of people when they're first starting out, it's a fairly daunting task to look around for that elusive venue for your next seminar, maybe a gala event that you're running, or even a social function that you're running. So it's worthwhile having a look at all the different issues that relate to hiring a venue. Hit that subscribe button because I produce material like this every week and I'd like you to join in. And first of all, I believe that the way how room hire is organised can be pretty much the same in any country that you live in, barring that of maybe a few exceptions. But essentially speaking, you've got the hotels that actually hire out function rooms. You've also got seminar or conference room specific venues or maybe reception venues that hire out rooms, right down to the local pub and tavern that also hire out rooms as well, or make them available for functions as well as seminars alike. So what do you actually need to do? Point number one, a free room doesn't always mean that it's for free. Obviously, we've probably been looking around a lot of signs like this where we go past a tavern or we go past a hotel and they have those signs at the top of the awning and it says free function room available. And you've probably thought to yourself, well, maybe I could probably use that for my next event or my next office party. So you've probably thought that that's the case. So maybe you get one of your staff members to ring up and make a booking, and then all of a sudden discover there's a whole lot of costs there that you never even thought of before. So it's worthwhile having a look at, yes, there may well be a free function room and so forth available for different events. And this can even go all the way up to seminars and in large scale hotel 5-star rooms as well. So it's worthwhile actually going in and getting the full facts before you make a decision to proceed. Otherwise, you'll get to the end of the evening and for some reason or other you didn't hit some particular quota or target number or something like that, and you discover that somebody else will have to fork out to cover all of these different costs that you weren't expecting. So it's worthwhile working out, is there a food component? Is there a minimum seating requirement? Is there a minimum drinks requirement? Find out what the minimums are that actually make this event for free and then proceed on there once you've got the full facts. And preferably get it in writing. That way you know exactly where you stand. It's not an arbitrary figure plucked from the sky. And you've got a better way of managing your cash flow at the same time. 2, hiring a seminar room at a function venue or a seminar venue, and what do you do next? Well, it's quite interesting. I've sometimes booked seminar rooms because I've had to fly interstate, and I obviously can't take a lot of that material with me, things like a data projector or things like maybe your electronic whiteboard, all of those types of issues. Those things you can't obviously pack with you. So it's worthwhile finding out what is behind the actual room hire that you've actually got, what's included, what's not included, and find out what the prices are. Sometimes they have a lot of crazy things there that are very difficult to find out. I've walked into some venues face to face and actually asked them, okay, what are your figures, what have you got here, can you give me a quote? Only to be told that they won't give me the facts and figures unless I email them when I get home. I mean, how crazy is that? Venues can sometimes be notorious to deal with when it comes to booking a seminar. So it's worthwhile comparing the notes, and if you can, avoid dealing with the venues that are too evasive in being able to give you details. Otherwise, you might find yourself being caught short. It's worthwhile finding out as much info as you possibly can, and also ringing around quite a lot can certainly make or alleviate some of those challenges, and walk in face to face where possible. 3, remote hire rooms. Now, I've found this to be much to my delight in the last 12 years. Remote hire rooms can be quite useful when it comes to running a seminar or event. I've found that in some cases the rooms that you actually have to go in, you're given a key and a lockbox at the front which has got a special keynote number on it, and you have to go into that room, set up the chairs yourself, set up the tables yourself, even set up the kitchen yourself, bring all of the gear yourself, all of those different things. Yes, I know it can be a real big pain. However, the upside is this: you can set it up the way you want to. You don't have staff breathing down your neck every 5 minutes to ask you how things going or coming in and changing stuff on you. So that can be a pretty big plus. And often the price of the room can be way, way down low in the process, including that of things like data projector, whiteboard and all that other stuff, all thrown in for free, and you don't have to worry about those issues. So sometimes the remote room hire type companies can offer a good deal for those of you who are looking around for special alternatives. I found them to be quite useful. Once again, like all things, make sure that you book well in advance, use their calendar advantages for booking online, and make sure that you find out what equipment they actually do have and what the compatibility is of that material with your own computers and laptops and a mobile phone and whatnot. It's worthwhile getting those kind of details out in the open so that once again you don't look embarrassed on the day. And make sure that you also bring along things like your own power extension cords, your own power boards and so forth like that, because I've found probably only one thing with a lot of venues is that finding where the power socket is and where your table is going to be for setting up your equipment can sometimes be a bit of a long distance. So it's worthwhile double checking those key facts about each room that you hire. Now, one thing I will say about all the latest trends that we've had, and obviously in a post-COVID world where you've got a situation where in the past 2 years everybody went Zoom, and that was great. That really worked really well. However, I must say that post that time, post the last 2 years, the situation has gone that any meeting that you do hold that is face-to-face will generally book out quite well. So it is worthwhile looking around and making sure that you've got a venue which will cater for the right numbers, and that you also sell your ticketing so that you can actually make sure that you fill up the room effectively and give people plenty of advance notice when you're actually running a seminar or booking a special event. This is what I suggest. I've gone back to face-to-face meetings with a vengeance, and I believe it's worthwhile for you to consider doing the same, because you will find that a lot of people don't mind going along to a face-to-face event. It is a great way for people to interact directly, and it's very hard to network or have people come along for the networking perspective purely online. The networking perspective works really well in a three-dimensional environment, not a two-dimensional environment. So consider that what your guests are not only booking just to come along and hear you speak or come along to a special function, they want to meet other people. So don't deny them of that possibility. Okay, if you like this material, and I sure hope that you do, please remember to subscribe and also look at the resources section that I've got below in the links below this video, as well as check out my website davidnewtonevents.com. If you like this video, check out these other videos here, and I look forward to seeing you at my next video coming up soon.